Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video. Bit later in the day than it normally is, but we are going to run through. I recorded this earlier. It's Sunday. I can't record this early on a Sunday, so obviously this comes out a little bit later. But run through this, we're going to get all these missions done. Also at the end of this there's a bit of bonus footage where I done a couple of summons because of the tickets that we had got from doing this, and at that point I'll be able to give you an update as well on how my luck has been going on the summons for Akuma. If you go back and watch my very first video when this launched, you'll know where I was at. I had no tickets, I've not bought tickets, and I think I said back then I didn't expect my luck to be as lucky on this banner, because lately I've had mega luck on these special summoning characters. Maxed out Guile, maxed out Vega and Kami, maxed out Honda, all without like buying any red tickets from the shops or anything like that. So honestly, my thoughts coming in is I probably won't be able to do that for Akuma. Clearly I've got the benefit of doing quite well on things like Super Showdown and stuff, and I did just win Super Showdown again, so I've got quite a few tickets there. But at the end of this we'll see kind of where I'm at, if any of you guys are interested in that, but most of you are probably just here to see the solutions to the puzzles that are just going to come up in a couple of minutes. I don't think they were particularly hard, the puzzles, to be honest, but then I didn't think that last time, so who knows. I guess maybe possibly this first puzzle that's got like switches and stuff you need to flick, maybe people will find that difficult. I don't know, I don't think so, however, because it just takes a wee moment of realisation and you kind of quickly figure out what you're supposed to do, so I don't think anyone will get stuck on that. The box puzzle, I highly doubt anyone's getting stuck on that, but again, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I never know with these things which ones are difficult and which ones are not difficult. You'll notice with this, as soon as I hit over 50, I just stop. I hate this bubble thing. I do. Do you know what? I think I would like it better if it was maybe like Fruit Ninja, where rather than having to individually pop, and I've never checked this, maybe you can do this, someone can tell me, rather than individually popping, if you could like swipe. So like swipe through them, I think I'd maybe like it better. I don't know. I think the reason I don't like it is because it's kind of unresponsive. You guys can let me know if you share that sentiment. I actually just remember looking at this right now, I probably should do secret training. I haven't done it. Because we're not getting diamonds, I've just not done it. Right, so explain how this works. When you're moving through here, one of the switches will turn on the gate, so the ones you stand on, okay? If the switch is raised, when you go on it, it'll turn on the gate. When it's down, you can travel over the top of it and it'll have no impact on the switch itself. To turn off the gates, you've got to flip the levers, okay? Now, the way that this puzzle works, and this is maybe where some people get stumped, although hopefully they figure it out quite quickly, you've got to get one box, reset the region, and then get the other box, okay? Now, I do it here, so if you just follow along, you will get your boxes. I would say that this one is maybe easier than some of the logic puzzles that are pushing boxes. It's longer though. It is longer, and what you need to be careful of is when I do these quite a lot, I will just pick destination point I want to go to, okay? So like for example, you can see that chest up there. If those two paths were cleared, I would usually just click the chest so that the car automatically travels to that point. Problem is, when you do that, it might go a different way and it might end up activating a chest, a laser line, sorry, that you don't want to. I think you'll actually see that happening in a minute, okay? So I want to go to that switch, and I believe I might just click on that switch. I'm about to see it in a second, me just assessing to make sure I don't make a mistake here. So I believe I just click on this switch. No, it's not this time. I do it on another. Maybe it's here actually, when I deactivate this. Right, so it is. So you'll notice in a second. Right, so I've opened up that gate. I do what I always do. I click on there. but it goes the way I don't want it to go, right? So you've got to be mindful that just actually map out your course the way you want to go. So I need to actually come down, then come back around to make sure I'm not interfering with the opening of that box, okay? Because when I come down here, I'm going to have to flick this switch again so that I can then travel around and get it. So just be mindful of that. You're going to activate switches if you're not paying attention to what you're doing. So that is box 1 essentially obtained, I think is probably the best word to use. So we've got that, awesome. Get the chest. Once we've got the chest, we then simply press the reset region button, which I'll figure out in a second. Like, right, hang on, reset region, that's fine. That's it, you're done that first part of the puzzle, just ignore the rest of it. Moving forward, it's just a case of now opening up this second pathway, which is a bit quicker. So we'll move round. I think it's just a case here, from what I can remember, you activate the purple switch, I believe. Then we move up to get the red, and then we don't have to worry about the purple anymore. So it's actually pretty straightforward, this one. Again, it's me just looking at all possible avenues of what I'm supposed to do. Click the purple switch. Go back through over the top of this red one so that you're not activating any additional levers and switches. And at this point, once we've flicked that red switch, it's a straight run down to the box. So we activate that, easy peasy, move down. We can go right across these two because we don't have to worry about turning on any other colours. Down to the next one. That's you, got your chest, your puzzle is complete, you've got all of your rewards from that one. So then we move on, a couple more fights, and then we will do the last puzzle, which is a box pusher. I think it's quite an easy box pusher, but again, I never know if something's good, bad, hard, easy. Who knows? Who knows? You'll notice I'm wearing my cutesy chibi Dragon Ball t-shirt today. They did announce the new units for Dokkan Battle, if you guys are a fan of that. And once again, it's another Gogeta and Broly. Let me know what you think of that if you do play Dokkan. One of the reasons I stopped playing Dokkan, which I played for years, was there comes a point when you get the same character too many times and it just becomes less exciting. I mean, I get it, it's Dragon Ball. When you've ran a game for 8 years, maybe 9 years almost, there's going to come a point where you've got to repeat stuff, but how many times can you get excited about Vegeta, Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Broly? I mean, it becomes a bit tiring after a while. That's part of the reason why I stopped playing Dokkan. But if you do still play Dokkan, let me know, are you excited for that? I'm not going to cover it on the channel because I'm not going back to Dokkan, but I just want to know your thoughts on it, if it is something that you think enough's enough. Right, so here's this box pushing puzzle. We are going to do this relatively quickly. I just do what I always do. I like to assess, then act. Simple as that. Assess, then act. Now, I don't know if anyone else has done this at this point. Like I say, I done this at, I think it was like 7 o'clock this morning. I've not put up the video yet. I know there's someone else that usually puts out some guides for these, so his solution might be different from mine. Got no idea, but there's a relatively easy way to do this, which is just push this one up, immediately push this one down, and you'll see how super simple this is. Push this one down, easy peasy, then bring this one across, again, then come up to here, push this one across twice. You can see where we're going with this one. Move up to the top, push it down, and then go over, push the last two boxes in, and you're done. It's honestly as simple as that. To be honest, you could even make it simpler than that if you'd done it on the bottom. Do the exact same moves, just do it on the bottom, because if you do it on the bottom, you have the exact same outcome you've just had there. The only difference is you'll finish on that side and you won't have to push that last box 2 times to travel through. So it's simple. There's a couple of solutions to that one. I can't imagine that anyone would get stuck on that. But again, you guys can let me know in the comments down below if that was tricky or not. I don't know. Honestly, do not know. So we're still motoring through here. We're still using the free-to-play teams. I don't even know why I decided to start doing that. There's literally no reason for it other than, hey, these units can do it easy enough, so why not? We've got 2 more to go and we will pick up our second free copy of fashion trendy Akuma. So hopefully everyone will be happy with that. And then along with the tickets we get, you'll see if I manage to get lucky or not. And then I'll obviously give you a status update of how things have gone so far on this banner for me. Don't know if you've got any ideas just now. If you read the Discord, the public Discord, you already know. If you don't, then this is going to be a surprise for you. And you can tell me if you think it's good, bad, who knows? Who knows? I'm trying my best not to spoil any outcomes. Should be finished this in a second. I mean, I think, to be honest, with that first hit, it's pretty much the top score. I don't think it gets higher after that, but because it does a single combo, just in case you guys aren't aware of this. I think most of you will be aware of this by now. It's not like a total score, it's like a single combo type thing. So move on through it here. There's going to be a big hit in a minute that I think kills everyone apart from Bison. Thank you for not killing Bison, just making this take that a little bit longer. Bison's dead. So that's you at this stage. Everyone has got all of the rewards if you followed along. Collect these boxes. That's our second copy of Akuma that we've gotten, and that is our clear. And for the fun of it, I decided I would use my tickets and see how we get on. So you're going to get some bonus summons coming up here. They're going to be on this video, and then I'll show you where I'm at with regards to Akuma. So let's go. Can we get Akuma on these summons? What do you think? I would show you whether I got them or not. I did that the last time. If you watched the video, you know I don't just cut them off if I don't get the unit. So just because I'm doing summons doesn't mean I've got the unit. Nothing off the free singles. Jump in to a 10 pool, and red. We got a copy of Akuma. How many copies of Akuma is that then? Now bear in mind I started this with 0. If you go back and you watch my first video on this event, I had no tickets going in. I got tickets earned from the event. The only copies of Akuma I've had is from Super Showdown. I have won that a few times. I've got tickets. But as you can see, I've got them up to S+, which I think is decent. I think it's pretty decent. I mean, probably done maybe about 100 summons and I've pulled 4 copies. To me, that's good. And you can obviously see as well, I haven't bought the... I mean, not buying the pass ultimately wouldn't make a difference because we can't have the unit yet anyway. It's not at that point where you would have your 2 copies of the unit. But it seems like, I don't want to tempt fate too much, but it seems like my luck is still continuing to be good on this special summoning banner. Again, it does not translate to the divination banner. The divination banner is terrible for me, but the special summoning banner is good for me. So I don't know if this is a trend amongst people. You guys can let me know. I mean, most of you will probably say my luck's terrible on every banner, right? I know that, right? But is it a thing that do some people find that they're luckier on divination than they are on special summons and vice versa? I'm wondering if the game just like has a thing where you're destined for luck in one thing and not in something else. Who knows? But that's your free copies. I hope if you can, I'll give you some of my luck. Get yourself a few copies of Akuma. If I continue to do well in the leaderboard, I came first in the last round. I've got like a 4.5 billion score on this round, and that was before I'd even upgraded Battle Lust, so touch wood, I'll probably maybe come first in round 2 as well. Do that all the way, that's an additional 60 tickets plus another 15 at the end of the next part of the event. I'd like to think I'll probably get the unit up to at least double S. So yeah, looks like another pretty solid event for me anyway. But that is your second part of the guides for this event. Let me know how things are going in the comments down below. I've been Hayzink. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.